I don't know what they have to say. It makes no difference anyway. Whatever it is, I'm against it. No matter what it is or who commenced it, I'm against it.
I don't have time for Commissioner Sheep today. Sorry. We're not going to deal with that. Your morning at 14 minutes before the hour, we have former Ely Mayor Melody Van Camp here, who is now a council person, who is a hard-working woman, she is, and she is going to tell us about what happened on Saturday. You did have a good crew of people, it looks like.
Thank you for having me back again.
It's a pleasure being had.
I was really excited. We did have 7 people join myself. And
which makes 8.
Which makes 8. We could
and the
have
dogs.
stood more. No dogs this time.
You didn't take the dogs?
They won't behave.
Oh.
But we went up around the post office, the perimeter of all the, where the trucks park, and in that whole area up there behind McDonald's. And we gathered 19 and a half bags of garbage. And those are the really tall kitchen, huge, the great big leaf bags.
Oh, so the
19, they were huge bags.
The 33-gallon bags, the big
like
suckers.
75 gallons.
Whoa.
And then also we got 2 truckloads of just debris, tires, wood, large pieces of plastic. So that's how filthy dirty that area was.
Well, and that. Yeah, it's hard not to be a little upset about that, because we have a number of people up there who are transient.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that in a bad way, because those people that are transient are usually people who are trucks and people driving through the community, and they see the air, they stop, and they don't pay attention, they just throw it out.
And the truckers.
Shame
on them. They're throwing out quite a bit of stuff. We picked up lots of trucker bombs. Lots of garbage, bag garbage. So and it's too bad, but we're hoping that we're going to get the owners of those properties to clean up the middle of them, because we did the perimeters of all of that, and it's just the wind blows all that stuff over. But 19 bags, and I don't think you realize how bad it is till you start digging in the weeds and stuff.
But now it looks better. Things doing a little better.
We're going to move on to the next area, but I'm hoping for more people. And we were done by 10 o'clock, so it was a 2-hour ordeal. And really, we visited a little bit, signed some waivers, and so I'm hoping that anybody can give us an hour, 2 hours of your time. It's not an all-day thing. It's amazing what you can do in an hour and a half.
It's fun stuff, and plus you're seeing people again. That's one of the things.
And also, you'll think about, after picking up bags and bags, you'll think about throwing that cup out next time.
There you go. Hang on a second, because we're going to check in with Vicki Barker at CBS News in London and see if we have any more news of what's going on in the conclave. It's 10 minutes before 9 o'clock here on KELY. But I want you to hear. Melody was asking me. She says, "So how do you bring all those noises up?" And I said, Melody, it's really easy to do. I can pull up your sister here. I can get her just right there. Or I can. I don't have Commissioner Sheep here, but I do have Commissioner Duck. I have those right there, and over at the corrals we've got them right there, So there you go, and for the other folks.
Hello, I'm Mr. Red.
And more importantly, when you go to the clinic, we've got
what's up, Doc?
So we've got all that right here. She didn't even understand how that worked. But yeah, that's what we do here.
Unless you're not sitting right in front of it, I had no idea how you did all that.
Yeah. Well, see, when I used to play records, years and years ago, but that's going back 40 years. It's like that. What I said earlier. When you think about 30 years ago, you're thinking about you and I are thinking about 1970, and now we realize it's 1995, and we've just kind of, it's not a good thing. Anyway, you got a meeting tomorrow.
Have a meeting. It looked not much on the agenda, some important stuff, and
but nothing really controversial, nothing really mild.
No, we're just trying to get some more things added to the building codes to make it a little bit more streamlined for those folks possibly wanting to build up here. Some housing, and so we've got a wonderful building official, and he's kind of on top of everything, goes by the book. And we're just going to fix that a little bit, get it in line so those from out of town can come in here and do some building.
You know, we ran into those issues with Rudy Herndon, who is a wonderful guy, great guy, did a lot in McGill, but he kept running into conflicts between the state and the building department, and those were his biggest issues, was, getting a straight and consistent answer. And that's hard sometimes in government.
And I talked to him when he was a special guest at one of our museum meetings, and he talked about the trouble with the state, as a lot of those places over there don't know where Ely is. So he really had quite or rural Nevada, and he had quite a time in trying to get several things done, bless his heart.
Yeah, some of those guys forget we were here long before they were.
There you go.
That's the mess on that. But yeah, hopefully, I wish, you and I talk about this off the air periodically. We pray for Powerball, we pray for Mega Millions, just so I can put some money into the community. People think that, you just want to go retire. I said, well, yeah, I want to go retire, but what I really want to do is I want to hit one of those so that I can ensure.
You can eat?
Huh?
So you can eat.
Well,
and live.
Social insecurity helps me enough on that, but we have so many projects. The public museum, the senior center, the ministerial association food bank, and a couple, three of those buildings in McGill. I would love to put some money in them and get them actually to where they could be good. What I would love to do is maybe take that McGill Theater and make that into a meeting hall. And we could bring some guests up here. We could bring Todd up here. We could bring your buddy Rob Carson up here and let him let him tell some jokes. Yeah. Let them do that. So again, we want to remind everybody.
Saturday.
If you're not doing anything Saturday, and it's going to be, Saturday won't be so windy. Sunday will be. So let's get things cleaned up Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, up by the fire station right across from Love's. And where are you heading to this time?
Possibly, I'm going to scout the town again, but we may work along the golf course fence and around this area. It just kind of depends. So we'll see. I'll know.
You said you need
Friday
some
night.
depends. No, I didn't.
I'm looking for trash. We're trying to take care of the hardest
look
hit
at the county
areas.
commission. There you got plenty right there.
And and where our visitors and tourists come in, we want everything to look pretty for them.
If you've got questions or suggestions, City Council meets tomorrow, 5 o'clock at the Volunteer Fire Hall downtown, right next to City Hall, and we will talk to you tomorrow. We'll have Bill O'Reilly up next, Steve Cathan with CBS News, and I think Todd's in today. Todd Starnes will be up at 9:05.
Now just go away.